Welcome to the channel where we talk about stuff happening in the VTuber world. And today we talk about this VTuber right here, Grimmi, who's complaining about her hot sauce company, which failed because of a lack of attention from her previous management company, MSM. So what happened was there was a VTuber talent agency called MSM Talent that Grimmi used to be a part of, and they got into a ton of controversy, which led to a lot of high-profile VTubers leaving the company. There was a VTuber called Grimbo, and he came out to expose what MSM had done behind the scenes, revealing that the company had been trash-talking a lot of VTubers. One of these VTubers happened to be False ID. He's a drama tuber who covers VTuber news, and on his video covering the topic regarding MSM Talent, he would confirm that MSM Talent had been bad-mouthing him in front of other VTubers and other companies, and he was seeking legal counsel so he could defend against that. They're also trash-talking other people aside from False. There was also a lot of mismanagement behind the scenes. Grimbo and a bunch of other VTubers go on a live stream and explain what happened for hours and hours. People also found out that MSM Talent had failed to file their taxes properly, and the hot sauce company that Grimmi had asked MSM Talent to help with didn't actually exist, so there was that as well. As a result of all these revelations coming to light, a lot of VTubers would leave MSM Talent. The situation got so bad that MSM Talent had to literally remove a lot of VTubers from their talent roster on their website because so many people were leaving. And you can see the talent roster is still empty. There's nothing there. There were even leaked Discord screenshots of VTubers terminating their contract with MSM Talent. You can see RPR is asking to terminate his contract. Cinder terminated her contract. We had Nagaz, which is a React streamer, which watches VTuber content. We had Nanolus leaving the company as well. Again, no one knows whether or not these Discord screenshots are real or not, because they were posted onto some anonymous messaging boards, 4chan basically. You can see here BuffPup in the Discord asking MSM Talent to terminate her contract, with BuffPup saying, "Hello, talent manager. I wanted to let you know that Vichiban, which is a VTuber group that BuffPup belongs to, Rose Doodle is in Vichiban as well, will be moving away from MSM and putting in their notice today. It has been a super amazing pleasure to work with you all. When it comes to Seth personally, you have been nothing but awful to work with. The unprofessionalism and mismanagement of not only your company, but ours has been a forever burn mark on our perception of talent management, and there's only you to blame for that. I am very pleased to move away from MSM after having not only gone into debt from you, but the amount of extraordinary stress you have caused me and my friends. Bye." We also have the VTuber Cottontail as well, saying, "Hey Seth," by the way, Seth is the owner of MSM Talent. "Hey Seth, after recent events, I want to take my leave from MSM, effective immediately. I am not happy with the way things have played out, and my trust has been broken." As you can see, the MSM fallout was so bad that a lot of VTubers were just leaving. And it's about to get worse because Grimmi, one of the VTubers who used to be signed with MSM Talent, would come out with her own story of what happened behind the scenes. Grimmi went onto a live stream to explain what had happened with MSM Talent, why she left, and why the hot sauce business failed. I will show you the clips in a while, but the quick TLDR is MSM Talent messed up. They mismanaged the project, and while they did give a loan to Grimmi so she could start the project, they messed up so badly that Grimmi was crying when she was explaining why and how MSM failed her. In this live stream, Grimmi would also confirm another company he had problems with, which was a company called Novel Horizons. You may recognize them as the company that makes anime figures for VTuber talents. You can see they've done many collabs with famous VTubers like Henya. By the way, Henya is in a hiatus right now. She has health problems. Just thought you'd want to know. And these are the types of VTuber models that Novel Horizon makes for their VTubers. This is Cinder right here. This is BuffPup's model. This is Demon Dice's model. He's actually Mori Calliope from Hololive. We have Fillion right here. We have Vidal's second VTuber wife. A bunch of VTubers have used Novel Horizon as their go-to for making anime figures. Grimmi actually complained about Novel Horizons on her live stream. So far, this company doesn't have any controversies that I am aware of. Grimmi is the first one I've heard of that has openly complained about this company. We'll be going through Grimmi's statement regarding MSM and Novel Horizons before we show you the clips of her explaining the situation. Grimmi would say, "Hey guys, just to say again, I don't dislike MSM or Novel," referring to Novel Horizons. "I just wanted Novel Horizons to send me the hot sauce I owned and express remorse over getting my hopes up for discussing something in front of me that never happened. They didn't and have no intentions to say sorry, and that's fine. They were behaving in a way that was upsetting me, and I had been putting up with the same treatment regarding the hot sauce for a year with MSM. That's the end of it. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Please support Novel Horizons. One bad interaction with someone like me who has and was already extremely stressed out shouldn't dictate how you view that company. I'm very hurt and angry, but they've done a tremendous amount of work for the indie VTuber scene and worked hard to get to where they are. I imagine, like any company, they're probably facing their own troubles and hardships in life. They've been supportive to a lot of my friends, and I hope everyone there can continue doing what they love. Things are rarely black and white. I've shared my perspective, but in their case, I'm sure they are doing their best and very busy people who have shown everyone all the care and consideration they could. Now back to horror games and chilling out again. Please be supportive and treat them with respect. No weird feelings, no, but I heard they, etc. Please be respectful and kind. And now let's take a look at the clip of Grimmi explaining the situation.
What's this story about? It's about my hot sauce company. I don't know. I want to preface it with, I think everyone is, a super nice person. And I think that, they're all wonderful people. They're all, working really hard. And, it's hard because anytime you talk about stuff like this, it's going to affect, everyone. This sucks. But, I kind of had, a really rough year. I realized when I was, really upset yesterday. And it was kind of, a culmination of, everything lame that had happened for a very long time. But I'm begging you that if you, I don't know, when I talk to, other people about what I'm going to say, that you preface it with, I don't know, I did a lot of very negative things in terms of not kind of, having better boundaries and I guess just knowing kind of what I should be doing. I've just had, a really rough time for, a while related to Saucy. And then I realized, man, maybe it wasn't my fault, and maybe I shouldn't feel, so bad about it. Maybe this was kind of, I don't think it was, other people's, though. I want to preface and get everything out there, just because I don't think it was, a situation where everyone else sucked, and, I was, a poor little, person in it. I think that's, extremely rare and, often uncommon. It's good to be, But, what's Saucy? It's the sauce company that I own, but it's gonna be taking a little bit to come out there because I am going to be starting with nothing. I'm going to be reordering my stock. And the reason that I'm doing that is because the place that it was at was not really communicating with me about it. And I realized that it had been a year of that happening with all of the Saucy stuff. And they probably didn't even really want to do it because it was such a weird situation, and they probably had no idea what went on from my perspective. So I realized, why am I doing this? I'm starting to not even enjoy streaming. I'm dreading having to wake up every day and deal with all of this. So what happened was, with my initial stuff, I wanted to just do a hot sauce flavor for Grimmi, for my, for my merchandise, for my collective memorabilia. When I was at MSM, it kind of got turned into a bigger thing. Initially I was just going to order it and kind of ship it from just, a nearby place, hire people to do it, not really have it go and be as connected to MSM as it was. MSM was giving me a nice huge loan to start the company, and it wasn't negative. They just did it no questions asked, and they helped with the legal stuff, and they made sure the LLC was going really good, and they did a lot of really good stuff. I appreciated it. It's just also they wanted it to be shipped from a different place, which was maybe not my favorite thing, since I was very excited about looking at it and having it too. I think it was kind of something where they really wanted to be a big part of it and be part of the distribution. One of the big things I was upset about was, it took, when everyone was getting their hot sauce and stuff, it took, 2 months of, I asked, 6 times if they could send it to me, and I was I don't really feel comfortable just being, the person that's marketing this stuff, kind of starting from nothing again, because, one of the big things I was upset about was, it took, when everyone was getting their hot sauce and stuff, it took 2 months of I asked 6 times if they could send it to me, and I was I don't really feel comfortable just being the person that's marketing this stuff. I think you guys kind of get at this point, I don't want you to buy stuff you don't need, and I don't want you to feel you have to go and get things out of a sense of oh, it's a limited time thing, etc., etc. So I did not feel very good just doing the marketing and not being able to, like, really have any of it for a while. So it took me about 2 months, and I had to, like, say that I wanted to, like, quit, like, and not, like, be a part of the company anymore. I should have been keeping better track of this myself as well, because it was my business. I kind of got steamrolled, and it wasn't their fault at all. I didn't find out that the people that were getting their sauces, their IPs for, like, sauces and stuff, weren't on contract until I kind of had gotten really angry and, like, was like, I want to start running the company more myself. And I was like, can I get the contract for the person I want to make a sauce with? And they were like, oh yeah, we should finish getting that contract made. And I was like, oh, fuck. Sorry for saying the F word. But I was like, oh, I'm screwed. Oh no. I just assumed this was kind of all getting taken care of. But yeah, I felt extremely bad when I realized that, like, it was probably just gonna be more of the same stuff. It was gonna be someone replying every so often and going, yeah, we'll get this out to you. And meanwhile, I don't know, I was really down. Also, hi Grape, how are you? I get the stuff with Saucy sorted out. I'm gonna get everything figured out, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get there with my own capacity. And again, I think everyone that was working on it only had the best intentions and did so much to help me. I just don't think it was a good fit. I needed to be much more firm, even if it made people upset. And that's the long and the short of it, but I'm not going to be in a situation like that again. The things I was really excited for was, like, I guess, like, my ultimate thing, like, as a VTuber was, like, I really want to get a figure someday. Like, even if it's just a small one, like, that's, like, my ultimate thing. Like, I'm very excited. And a lot of stuff got dropped when I was at MSM. I don't think they're bad people at all. I think they're very kind, and I think that they were extremely overworked and extremely tired, and had to do a lot for themselves and a lot for people and all that other stuff, but, I don't know. It made me really, really bummed out when, like, it was, like, a long time ago, too, and, like, I was so excited, but, like, I don't know. I don't think it mattered to them at all, so that was rough. But, like, they were like, this'll be cool, we'll do it. But I think they were just trying to make me feel like, you know, it don't matter, whatever. And they apparently completely forgot about it, so I don't know. That was probably the most upset I'd been about VTubing stuff. And I found out about that when, like, I was leaving MSM. I was like, oh, so about these projects, and they were like, oh, you only have one. It's just the Hoyoverse thing, so I was really down about that because there was a lot of stuff where they were like, we're gonna be doing all this stuff, and we're gonna get everyone involved, and we're so excited, and we're so happy, and I don't know, like, that just completely, like, crushed my spirit yesterday when I talked to them, and I realized they didn't even remember it. Like, I don't know. I feel like it was just a rough experience for me overall, so.
And that's the end of the video. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching. This is Terry Nebula signing out.